welcome to FUNC, Furman University's daily news show. Today is Friday, October 26, 2018, and I'm Santana.
And I'm Daniel. In today's news, Sahle-Work Zewde has been named Ethiopia's first female president. A lifelong diplomat and senator official to the UN, Zewde is a highly qualified candidate, and while her role as president of a parliamentary government may be primarily ceremonial, her ascension to the presidency says a lot about where gender norms in Ethiopia are heading in the future.
The weather for today will be rainy and cold, with a high of 50 and a low of 46.
Heller is having an annual Fall Fest tomorrow from 12:30 to 5 p.m. Head out to play games, do face painting, eat carnival foods, and more, all alongside kids from unprivileged areas in Greenville. These kids love the event because they get to trick or treat on the Soho halls, dressed up and hang out with the big kids. Heller needs as many volunteers as possible to meet at the Trone Center at 12:30.
There will be a Harry Potter Death Day party and cosplay contest on Tuesday, October 30th at 7 p.m. in Hughes Main Library in Greenville. Stop by for spooky treats provided by Starbucks and live music played on a saw.
The CLP event, 400 Years of Islam in America, presented by the Muslim Student Association, will be Tuesday the 30th at 7 p.m. in the Watkins Room.
Gary Rubin makes large-scale drawings in charcoal. He has spent the last 2 weeks creating one where students can come in and see how he has worked and watch the progress of the piece in the studio. This CLP event will take place at 6 p.m. today in the Rowe Art Building.
The Furman University Symphony Orchestra will have a CLP viewing today at 8 p.m. in the McAllister Auditorium. This event is part of the Sound Quality Series. Individual tickets cost $5 for Furman students.
The Bhangra rap covers Indian folk dance and music form and how it has evolved across generations, locations, and cultural context. The film is a documentary about a youth subculture that fuses hip-hop, rap, and Bhangra music. The CLP event will be on Monday the 29th at 6 p.m. in Burgess Theater.
The CLP event before Stonewall will be on Tuesday the 30th at 6 p.m. in the McUrchin Lecture Hall. New York City's Stonewall Inn was the site where many LGBTQ individuals fought back against police brutality on June 27th and 28th of 1969. This documentary uses extensive archival film excerpts, movie clips, and personal recollections to reconstruct a history of the gay community before the Stonewall riots.
The CLP presentation, Diversity in the Global Workforce, focuses on the topic of diversity and how it impacts today's college students' future career plans. Quaim Jackson, well-known entrepreneur, financial professional, and star of the hit reality show The Apprentice, is the featured speaker. The event will take place on Tuesday the 30th at 6 p.m. in Burgess Theater.
Felicia Furman helped incite our university's reconsideration of the past in its relationship to slavery. She conveyed to the task force and publicly in a CLP last year the important work of the coming to the table and their framework for reckoning with historical harms. The work will be presented during a CLP event on Tuesday the 30th at 7:30 p.m. in Younce Conference Center.
President Elizabeth Davis invites you to attend a campus announcement on Monday, October 29th at 11 a.m. in the Watkins Room of the Trone Student Center to hear more about the next steps in the university's plans to take in regards to the Seeking Abraham report and in recommendations.
And now, for the most pressing question of the day, what is Gaga Ball and how do you play? Let's find out.
Did you ever wonder what the octagon in North Village is for? No, not for a stick rodeo. Not even for cage fighting. These walls hold a court for the fast-paced Israeli game of Gaga Ball. The aim of Gaga Ball is similar to dodgeball but played from the knees down. If the ball hits a player below the knees, they are out. If it hits them above the knees, they're still in. When a player is out, they must leave the pit. Players cannot affect the motion of the ball or the motion of other players from outside the pit. The game begins with all of the players touching the wall. The The ball is thrown and must bounce 3 times before play begins. You may only hit the ball with an open hand. You may not hit the ball with a closed fist. Legal guarding position is bending over at the waist, using the hands and forearms to defend oneself. A legal guarding position constitutes any point where the player's butt falls below their knees. Players must bend forward at the waist, not backwards in a crouch. If a player catches a ball struck in the air by another player, the player who struck it is out. If a player strikes a ball, causing it to leave the pit, the player who struck it is out. If a player uses the wall to support his or her body when dodging a ball, the player is out. A player cannot hit the ball twice in a row. In order to hit the ball a second time, it must first hit the wall or another player. So head on out to North Village with soccer or volleyball and give Gaga Ball a try. It's like dodgeball, but nobody goes home with a bloody nose. Well, usually.
Now, this may just be me, but after watching that clip, I'd say I'm gaga for Gaga Ball.
And that's all we have for today, Paladins. Make sure to check our website, can'tstopthefunk.com, to submit announcements and watch all of our previous episodes. Have a great minced meat day, and tune in again on Monday for our next episode.